6 o'clock. So I will call the meeting to order. Will everyone please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Let's see. Pam is not here tonight, so I will do the roll call. I am here. Mayor Martin, Deputy Mayor Forlano.
Here.
Trustee Machado.
Here.
Trustee Rice.
Here.
And Trustee Ruggiero is absent tonight. So we have a copy of the minutes from our June 1st meeting, which seems like an incredibly long time ago. In your binder, and they were also emailed to you if you would like to take a look at them and see if there are any corrections, anything that needs to be changed or added.
I did email Pam. I just wanted a clarification. The fire department grant, it's not federal funding, it's state. That would be the only correction I have.
Okay, so with that correction, is there a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have to read correction abstracts from the last meeting. I read them wrong. I apologize, but I am going to reread them just to have them entered correctly into the minutes. For the general fund, we had $32,857.58. And water abstract, $8,142.47. And sewer abstract is $53,271.95. And then the abstracts for tonight, under water, we have $17,180.46. Sewer abstract is $37,014.73. The general fund is $265,806.70. And under trust and agency, we have $54. Is there a motion to accept the abstracts as read?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And with that, I have just a few comments tonight. The first one I want to make is that we had our election here in the village last Tuesday, and Trustee Ruggiero was running for trustee, and he has been successfully reelected, so congratulations to Trustee Ruggiero. Let's see. On the day after our last meeting, I attended the mayors and supervisors meeting for Dutchess County. We met in Beacon this time, and the district attorney's office was there, as well as the district attorney Parisi. And he was explaining to us about the flock cameras. Actually, the flock camera company was there as well. And they were just really giving us an overview about AI technology and how it's being used currently to help solve crimes and to help get to people faster. A lot of times when there's confusion with the new technology that they're using, they're finding a lot of success with being able to, basically assist people in a more efficient manner. So that was a really interesting talk that he gave to us, and we appreciated them all coming down to speak with us. And on that Friday night, I was happy to represent the village at the town's 250th anniversary for the town of Fishkill. It was at Heritage Park, our Dutchess Stadium. And basically what we did was all of the mayors and supervisors that made up all of the lands that were included in the Rombout patent, which is what was all of Fishkill, like in the 1600s. we all told our individual stories about how the village of Fishkill, separated off and created their own government and their own identity, how the city of Beacon split off, and how the town of East Fishkill split off. So it was really interesting. It was very informative, and I wanted to thank Supervisor Albra for inviting me to that event, and also for putting on that event for our town, because it was a free event. It was very nice. They had fireworks, and very well attended. So thank you, Supervisor Albra. This week, on Wednesday, the 24th, we have Supervisor of the Town of Wappingers, Joey Cavassini, is coming here at 6 o'clock to do a talk for us on the Revolutionary War. And, our area was so full of history, full of activity during that time. He is a bit of a historian himself, and he is coming to do a talk for anybody who's interested. It's a free event. Please join us. It will start at 6 o'clock right here in Village Hall. The next event we have coming up after that is the July 4th reading of the Declaration of Independence. That's on the steps of Van Wyck Hall at 11 o'clock. The music this year is going to be provided by Alex Prisgantis. Our reader this year is Senator Rob Rollison. And this year we have a special addition to our agenda. We have Eagle Scout project that was done by a village resident, Owen Brown. His troop is 3086. And he's been working on a project in the village, and he will be unveiling it at our July 4th reading. And so the project is a historical walking tour through the village. And Owen is going to be here with us to explain his project, how he chose it, how he went about it. It's very exciting. And Owen has also arranged for other Boy Scouts to be present to take people who are interested on guided tours. So that'll be really nice. It's a special year this year because it's the 250th birthday of our country. So we expect, a really good turnout, and our fingers are crossed for good weather. So again, that's 11 o'clock on the 4th of July. July 10th at 6 o'clock right here in Village Hall, we have our second Village of Fishkill Poetry Night. We have two local poets reading for us, Raphael Kozik and Ken Holland. They will both be reading poetry with a historic theme as part of our 250th anniversary celebration of the country. There will also be an open mic portion for anybody who's interested in reading their own works. And that is about all I have. So with that, I'm just going to go into some quick department reports. Ian, did you have anything for us tonight?
I don't have anything other than what I wanted to discuss during the executive session.
Okay, thank you. We'll wait till the end for that. Let's see. I don't think we have a building report. And fire. Let's see.
A monthly report for May. Calls for the month were 24, fiscal year 306, calendar year 101. Calls consisted of 1 motor vehicle accident, 1 structure fire, 4 public assists, 3 canceled en routes, 10 fire alarms, 1 gas leak or odor, and 4 assists to law enforcement. We went mutual aid to North Highlands once, City Beacon once, and East Fishkill twice. Those calls consisted of 1 structure fire and 3 canceled en routes. All of our equipment is in service, and we had 1 new member join, Ronnie Rigo.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you.
Did we appoint, we appointed him at the last, did we appoint
I
him?
think we did.
2 meetings ago.
2 meetings
Yeah,
ago.
2 meetings ago.
Okay, I
I
recall.
looked back at last month and didn't see it, so I threw it on there.
Oh, okay.
Very good,
Thank
thank
you. Okay, the justice report is in your binder. If you want to take a quick look at that. And that brings us to police.
Summary of activity for the police department for the month of May consisted of the following. There were 2 arrests made, 32 service calls handled, 85 complaints or incidents investigated, Officers issued 32 traffic summonses, handled 13 automobile accidents, and foot patrol was conducted on 28 occasions. And the item of note for the month was that the Memorial Day parade ceremony was held without incident.
Thank you.
If I have just one more second, Mayor.
Sure.
The school district and the police department have been discussing, and I think I mentioned this at an earlier meeting a number of months ago, about the potential of putting an officer in the school, a 6-hour full day at the school's expense. I have been able to get a waiver for Officer Lyotard to fill that role, and then I'd like to be able to proceed with the county personnel department to establish the 39-hour position, and then just have the approval of the village board to proceed with that, so that in September we can have a full day presence at the school rather than 3 hours a day.
Okay. Yeah, do we need to make a motion for that?
Once it's finalized, then I'll bring it back up. I just want to
Okay.
have to go contact county personnel to proceed with the 39.
Okay, no, that'll be great. Our next meeting isn't for a while, so,
It'll take me some time anyway.
okay, all right, the next meeting is August 17th,
Okay.
just so you know. Okay, great, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so then there'll be an officer, like the regular officer there, bringing the kids into the school, but they'll also,
Yeah, from start to finish every day.
okay,
And it's, again, no expense to the village.
right,
What we'll end up having to do is probably have to alter the current contract where it says 3 hours a day, but we can amend it once that's been completed.
okay,
So at least I have permission from the state to have an officer who is currently retired from full-time employment to do that. And then in the future, once his waiver expires, then we'll have to pursue other options to continue with, but at least
okay,
we can get it going.
okay, all right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to get ahead of it.
Every day, Glenn?
Every day, Monday through Friday.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Instead of having the state police or the sheriff's department have to take that on, again, I think it's best that we have our own.
Absolutely.
officers there.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Water and sewer.
So we've done our hydrant flushing for springtime, increased all the hydrants, added some more source connectors for the fire department, some new hydrant flags have been added too. We repaired a leak on Leicester Avenue, which is on the copper service line for number 12 Leicester. Did some tree trimming on Jackson Street along the sidewalk between Broad and Main Street. So we've been focusing heavily this spring and into summer to not have any orders for that sewer plant. So we made a cover for our influent box where the flow comes into the plant. And we're starting to add calcium nitrate. This is going to help oxidize the water as it enters the plant, so it should help them, just trying to do our best to stay on top of it. So this is something new that
I have heard no complaints.
And we know you're doing your best.
Yes,
Yeah,
clearly.
This is just one more thing that we built a cover for part of the box where everything flows in. We're going to add this, it's calcium nitrate, so it's going to help speed up the process to get rid of any odors. So
He's a rock star, isn't he?
I'm telling you,
I hate the odor.
yeah,
You know, it's
Yeah.
it comes with it, but we're doing everything we can.
right. No, thank you so much.
Just a couple more steps that we're going to try this summer. So, at the well field, we had SB Church on site to do some pump testing on our wells. I think I sent out the copy of that. So, well 11 and well 5 are definitely ones that are going to need attention. So 11 is going to.
So you had sent a memo to us about 11, rather.
Yes, yeah, and I actually talked to Jen about the best way to go about.
The financing.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to hear back from her about the best approach for that.
Mm-hmm.
So before we can schedule it.
Did anybody have any questions about that? Okay,
Yeah, once I get more information from Jen, I'll share it.
okay.
We have our beautiful flowers that we need right now. So,
Very pretty.
I want to say I have received many compliments, so I want to thank you guys.
yeah, it's-
Yeah, thank you so much for making that happen. I think it's a really good start, and we should do more next year, because it really
they
looks good.
actually, I can't believe how much they've taken off even that.
This rain is going to really help, too.
Oh, yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think it looks wonderful. I'm really happy with that, so thank you.
And the guys, we've been trying to do a couple each Friday, do the hydrants red, white, and blue. So
They look wonderful.
I'm trying to sneak in a couple each week, so.
We're very patriotic.
Yeah, we did cleanup work at all the municipal parking lots, just, going around the edges and doing some sweeping. Aerating and overseeded the soccer fields over the park. And one more order that we did repair on the front street.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? All good? All right, thank you. Well, okay, let's see. And your treasurer report is in your binder, if you want to take a look at that.
I don't have one.
Oh, no, oh, wait a minute, this looks like it's old. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not updated. Okay, well, I think she emailed the abstracts and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Okay. And then that brings us to ambulance.
Summary of activity for the month of May, 61 total dispatches, 30 transports. June 3rd meeting at the town apparently went well, and Empress is in works to bring Beacon into the fold.
Yes.
So it looks like that's going to happen soon. We'll see how that goes.
Yes, I have had a couple of discussions with the mayor from the city of Beacon regarding ambulance. This is our ongoing topic every month. We talk about EMS. But yeah, we've been successful by, and Nick has been, very instrumental in advocating for the village for us by combining services with the town. And the service provider is really pushing us to consolidate more. And it seems to be really the way to go, the way of the future.
Yeah.
And I know that the mayor had gotten some preliminary figures, and we are hopeful that our cost might slightly go down. So, working on that, and
Always.
thank you so much.
Of course.
But yeah, we are, ongoing work with that. But if the city comes in with us, that helps to make us even stronger. And I know there's been discussions also with the town of Wappinger joining us as well. But that might not be able to happen in the immediate future, but maybe down the line. So it's going to be more like the Southern Dutchess region. And if we all band together, we may be able to get better service and better rates. So, and that seems to be the future of the ambulance industry. So it's moving in the right direction. I know there was a lot of uncertainty, especially when I first took over, like coming out of COVID. We had some, bleak times there, but it looks like things are starting to look up in that realm. So
Somewhat,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's good news. Planning and zoning, I don't know if we have anything in here. And Hans is not here tonight. No, I don't think we do. Okay. So we're going to just make a slight change on the agenda here and move the appointment of the police officer to the end, right? Okay. So the next item on the agenda would be to appoint Danny Burke as Village of Fishkill Fire Inspector. I'll make a motion to appoint Danny Burke.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Congrats, Danny.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. Okay, Paul, could you come up to the podium for this? Because we have the microphone up here. But we had tabled this the last time because you weren't here, and I couldn't speak to it as well as you could.
Yeah, I sent something out about how, I know there was a question of how, for Mike Hoyt,
Yes, this is for the water consultant.
Yeah.
We wanted to bring in to look at the rates and do an analysis.
So, yeah, I mean, I can tell you how it started was, well, now Jen's here, so she's looking at more of it than me. But she
Right.
sees the payments that we're putting out for, all the sewer project, and now, we have wells that need to get done. And moving forward, the well field project, I mean, we have a lot of stuff on our plate. And seems like we're behind already without even, and that's just.
Well, because all of our costs have increased.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to say a little bit, I mean, our sludge hauling has doubled, our chemicals have, close to doubled. Our electric bills have doubled, everything, and unfortunately, the rates aren't keeping up with it. So, by having Mike come in and just kind of see where we would need to be to get, to that point, I thought that would be a good move for us.
Mhm.
So, and the way it was structured, we would set up like a $2,500 retainer, that we'd pull out of that and, see how close we got with that and see if we had to revisit it to add more, or if that would get us to where we need to be.
Mhm.
Questions, I can try to answer them.
Sent us some pretty detailed email.
Yeah, I tried to
about
get,
it, yeah.
more of a background to the board and everything.
Yeah. And I did
So-
meet with Mr. Hoyt and Jenny, who works doing our billing
Yeah.
and everything in the water department for us, and Paul and I all sat down with Jen, our treasurer, and, we definitely need some help in doing a good analysis where we have all the data in front of us, where we can really see where we need to be. We have to be able to cover our expenses, so.
Did you like Hoyt? Did you like him?
I did. Yeah, he works like by the hour, and he lives far away. He lives up by Monticello, so, he offered to come to the meeting, but I, opted not to have him come.
Yeah.
So, but he sounded like he definitely knew what he was doing. I got a good impression. And he came recommended to us from Bill from Delaware Engineering. So, and yeah, so that was the one thing, was we wanted to bring him on as consultant. And then the other thing was the recommendation that we spoke about at the last meeting, the letter you have here in your binders, and that was like, this jumped off the page at him. It was the, for the apartments.
Right.
Yeah.
Which apartment?
It was for, I don't have the information from it, but it was for like any of the bigger apartments because they're considered like how do you explain it? Because there's like a minimum billing for each resident, right? And the way the apartments are, they're not set up like that. So we're using a lot of that.
Right, like it's being billed as like one unit
On the back
instead of
page,
multiple
it
units.
spells it out, Ann.
He wants to break it down into each unit payment.
Yeah, and that's how it's done.
This is how it would be rather than, they're getting charged their minimum based on, 16 usually.
And were some of these apartments ones we had contracts with?
No, those were all in Village. those
These are
ones.
all in-village
In Village,
apartments?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a breakout on the back of the in-village and out-of-village.
Yeah, I think
Like what it
most
would
of those were
look like.
In Village for the.
But the thing is that, all the other municipalities have it done like this.
Yeah, that's what he
And we
explained.
don't.
Oh, wait a second.
But I thought some of the out-of-village rates were kind of locked.
But
There is, but a lot of them are also based on Village rate.
Okay.
So I think I did send out just a sheet that we had made up of how each contract is based.
with the 40 years,
Shows,
yeah.
and it shows how if Village rate does increase, it does affect those contracts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and there was like, a clause, like we have to give like 30 days notice, or that was for the
Yes,
big.
yeah, most of them
Like
are
the
30.
contracts we have with like the city of Beacon, like
Yep,
the big
correct.
40-year ones.
Yeah.
So do you have to install all new meters?
That's another part of this. We're in the process of, another cost, I should say.
Right.
We're in the process of updating our meters because the ones in there, they're aging out, the batteries are dying, some of them we can't read. It's $300 a household. that the village is, putting out the money for that.
Same price for apartments? Or is it more?
So most of the apartments, I would have to look through, but a lot of the buildings are on 1 meter, so it would probably be 300 per building, the way
Right, but
just
if
how
we're-
they're metered.
If we separate it, each individual, is that a general meter and then you feed
It
into
would be
each
1
one?
meter, but it would be how it was broken down. That reading
Okay.
would be broken down.
Got it.
We would
The
still
reading.
use the meter that's there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would just be how their bill is structured. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, those new heads, that's a good point. I mean, that's another thing. It's $300. That's what they cost. They
Yeah.
cost the village $300 plus our time to go out and do it.
Right, and we're absorbing all of
And
that.
are these easier to read meters?
They are. These ones go directly to Jenny upstairs.
Right.
So
You know,
when we have to do a reading or there's a problem, she can sign right on.
Yeah.
And yeah, or before we would have to, she'd give us the address, we'd drive out, sit in front of the house for a couple minutes, get the reading, come back, upload it onto her
Yeah.
computer. So the new ones are, yeah.
Great.
they're
Yeah, that's all I'm
better.
looking for, max value for what we're paying, so there's less work that has to be
Yes,
done.
yeah,
with each
they're,
one.
they're cellular. You can even get an app on your phone for these ones now and
Cool.
track your usage. They have leak detections, freeze detections. Cost, yeah.
Have you had
How
any
many meters?
success with the second recovery of shutoffs?
Yes, I believe, so the last round that we did, these ones were 500.
Right, and under.
So I believe we're down to 12 that were, and they have the 30th to pay.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got an updated list this morning. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's been very successful, thankfully.
It is going pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. And
Getting there.
Nick
I was
had a
just, I was
question.
asking, how many meters are we looking at having to install? Do
Um,
we have some new
So
ones in
we've
play
done,
already?
we've done around 300,
Already,
yes, but
Great.
there's around 1,200 total.
okay.
So we've done between 300 and 400, but there's 1,200 total.
And we can only buy so many at a time, right? Because
So
they,
we try, so
No bulk discount?
no, they go bad, apparently.
So they have a shelf, well, there's batteries in them, so they're warranted for 10 years, so we
Okay.
just try not to keep,
Yeah.
it goes by the date that you buy them. So we
Okay.
keep like probably 50 on stock. But what we've been having Ginny too is with, we try to do it section by section, like neighborhoods.
Yeah.
When the bills go out, we say, hey, give us a call, we want to schedule for your meter. So when the bills come back, then we're usually busy for, that stretch. But,
Okay.
So, and ones that don't read, we've been doing estimated bills, and those people, will call and we can get those ones swapped out faster.
Mm-hmm.
But,
All right.
so, yeah, if you want a new meter, give us a call.
Okay. All right.
So,
Next step with Hoyt.
so then I guess we just make a motion to bring him on as a consultant with a $2,500 retainer
Yeah, whatever you decide.
for the time being.
Yeah, I think that was mentioned
Okay.
as a good starting point to get us,
Okay. So then I'll entertain a motion to bring on water consultant Michael Hoyt to assist us with analyzing our water and sewer rates.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
One question.
Yeah.
I probably just missed it. How much is he an hour?
put it in there, I think it's 175.
175.
175.
He's
Yeah.
actually done a decent amount already, I think. I mean, we've probably given him all the information that he needs to.
Yeah.
So we can hopefully get it within that
Let's-
bubble.
That's what he was kind of threw out there to me,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
put it here, if we use less.
Yeah.
If I get close to that, we'll talk.
Right.
That's where we left it, so. yeah.
Great. Thanks, Paulie.
Okay. So any discussion? That was discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then about this now, to change this, for the residential units in the apartments, we would have to enact that, like, with a resolution as well.
And that's to what, to bill the apartments differently? or-
Oh, he says, adopt a resolution requiring base water and sewer residential charges for multifamily buildings and non-individually built, well, we don't have mobile home parks, to equal the per-unit base rate multiplied by the number of dwelling units with a reasonable notice period, clear unit definition, and a verification appeal process for property owners.
So,
Can I suggest something?
Sure.
I give you this copy, and we talk about this at the next meeting. You take a look at this,
Sure.
Yeah.
because I don't, you need time to look at
He
it.
also says he's available to discuss the I can't say that right now. Yes, that. So, yeah, so let's do that. We'll table that, and then we'll be ready to talk about that at the next meeting.
Yeah, perfect.
Sounds good?
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paulie.
All right, we have that. Oh, and okay, so that brings us to the next item. Do we have anything in our binders on this?
I thought she had made copies.
Okay, or maybe,
The workman's comp.
yeah. So the next item on our agenda is the workers' compensation insurance renewal. On that, I wanted to thank Trustee Rice again for assisting me to do a really deep dive into our insurance this year. We finally, sat down and really took a deep dive into it. We compared a couple of different companies, and we're able to stay with our current provider, but under a much more favorable rate. We got an extended contract, which was for 4 years.
The standard is 2 years. They gave us 3-year contract.
3 years,
And it's saving 46%.
yes. So, and.
It's a flat rate for 3 years. It's 27,000 and change, and it was gonna be like almost 51.
Right.
So,
So that's a big savings. So we're very happy about that. And, we're happy to stay with our carrier that we were with, but we're also, we really went through it, and we're glad that we did it. And this is much better for our taxpayers. So very happy about this.
and I just wanna say, it's really because of our staff and the police officers in the fire department that got our work losses down so low that I was able to bring it back to the table and, have the carrier take a deeper look into it. So really, thank you guys.
That's awesome. So thank you guys so much for that. Do we need to do a resolution or anything? I don't think we. I think it's a renewal, so I don't think we have to. But I just wanted to thank Trustee Rice for all of her help with that, because that really is a big savings for us. Okay, and with that, next item on our agenda is Eddie Colon, who is here to speak about Stars for Our Troops.
How you doing? Well, before I start, let me give you what we want to talk about today in a few minutes.
I have one. Another one? Here's-
Thank you.
Just read the quote on the back and then we'll decide.
Thank you.
You got that?
Okay.
And this you could give to Pam.
Okay, I'll leave that for her, yeah.
So, as you know that last weekend, it's the 14th of June.
Eddie, you want to go to the mic?
You want me to go to Mike?
Yeah, I do.
So as you know, last Sunday, Flag Day, we did the ceremony of the burning of the flag the proper way, and it was a good show. We burned approximately 1,600 flags ever since we started collecting the flags, ever since we installed the box there on Veterans Day. So the Boy Scouts were present, dignitaries were present. So we took it, the Rotary took a step higher. So now we did the box collection, we did the service. So we took it another step, and it's called, with the help of Diane, I was trying to figure out what else could we do as a Rotarian. So I'm a lot for the veterans. I support the veterans 100%. I support the first responders 100%, including because a lot of people think that the highway department and the public works, which is the highway department here, they're also first responders, because when there's a snowstorm, they're out there clearing the streets for us to keep us safe. So we got into a group and we joined, it's called a Star Maker. We're going to be a Star Maker. And that Star Maker consists of a flag, a star for our troops. And the star for our troops is what you have in your hand. And that star is cut from the American flag. And if you read the quote on the back, it means a lot. I did a food drive this past, the 13th and the 14th day last weekend, and that was a adventure with the food pantry and the veterans, because the veteran campaign starts on May all the way to June. So we collected $897 for the veterans. I collected 2,100 pounds of food. I gave out 800 stars to veterans. My first star was to World War II veteran, an 85-year-old man. I gave him the star. He read it. He cried tears of joy, because he thought everybody forgot about them. I said, no, we're still here to help you, to remember you. The last star was given at 4 o'clock to a Marine. He went to Vietnam in 1966, right to graduate out of high school, with his 5 buddies on a buddy team. Came back in 1971 by himself. He was crying, because what I did, what I gave him. And I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to look for publicity. I'm just trying to do my best. But to speak more about the meaning of this star, I'll have Dee step up, my girlfriend Dee, that she was the one that did the research and is more into communication with the person that's been doing this.
Hello.
So, you know, the Rotary did the box over there, and they've been very successful collecting flags. And Eddie was looking for something. We have to do something. They talked about maybe taking the grommets from the flags or doing something. And I don't know, I saw something about these stars for our troops. And I reached out to the woman. The woman's been doing this for 15 years. She started with 4 flags. She's given out over 1 million stars.
Wow.
Each one of your members. Oh, thank you.
What he said, you know, you cut them out. Well, it's more than that, because in order to be a star maker, as the Rotary joined as a unit, you have to have the respect for the flag. So you don't just cut it out. The canton, which is the blue part of the flag with the stars, has to be removed on the outside of the blue. You don't cut through the blue until the blue is removed from the stripes. Once the blue is removed from the stripes, it's technically not a flag anymore. Then you can turn around and take the stars out, and then there's a process, because it's the little card that's in there. We have the illustrious McCool's over there is helping out in printing them out and cutting them out. I did the first, 800 or 1,000 of them, and they offered, and I'm like, oh, great, I'll take the help. The stars, I had 2 other people that offered to cut out some, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, which is not a good thing. But I had to let some of it go. But we have 1,000 more that are ready to be set up. I'm just waiting to get the rest of the things back from them. They go to, like he said, they're for veterans. They're for active duty. They're for first responders. They weren't always for first responders, but after COVID, they decided to open it up to first responders. And again, it's also the families. So if your father was a vet, by all means, ask. Take a star. We were just at a retirement party on Saturday. I have a family member that's in the Coast Guard. He's like, oh, this is fantastic. He's got like 20 guys in his unit. Okay, we'll get you 20 stars. This woman that does this, if you have a family member that is active duty and they're deployed, if you give them the APO address, she will send out 100 stars to them wherever they are to be distributed. And the way it started out was, when they did this, it's only from a 3x5 flag. It's only American-made flags. it's only the embroidered stars. Because in that little pouch, they could have it in their pocket. They could feel that star, and that star reminded them of home. That's how it started. They're hoping to continue it. We have Mr. McCool over there that, like I said, is very gracious with the box. As they go through them now, all of the flags that are able to be done with this are going to be pulled out. And maybe we'll have 1,600 flags next year for the flag ceremony. Maybe we'll have a few less because a lot of these, can get out there. But it's a wonderful program. People that have got them are very, very pleased with it. They think it's a great idea. One person, and this was on Long Island, there's a gentleman who was in the service. I gave him a couple. I was down there for a funeral. He went to give one to a Marine, and the Marine got livid with him. Said, "That's desecration of the flag." And he said, "No, you don't understand. It's not. And if you know about your flag, you would understand that when that is removed, it is not a flag." And these are flags. A lot of the stores look like they're in great shape, but if you have a flag hanging outside, what's going to go is the stripes. Usually the stripes are shredded and falling apart, and that's when people put up a new flag. And this gives life to the stars, and it also gives comfort to the people that receive them. So anybody that knows of anybody, see Ed, he'll have another 1,000 ready to go hopefully soon. It's a great project, and again, they took this on, and I'm gonna little by little say, okay, here, now it's you. You want me to cut? I'll cut a few, but after almost 2,000, it's a lot, but it's worth it. They gave out so many at the ceremony, and it's a beautiful thing. So.
That's really beautiful. Thank you.
Hopefully, it's for a good cause. It's something that gives back, and they try. They try to do a good thing, and given that it kind of pairs really well with what they're doing with the flag retirement box, it's good.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say, I did attend the ceremony. I had never been to one before, and I was so impressed. It was very moving. The Boy Scouts were great. We had fire department there just for safety. But it was really a very impressive ceremony. There, I think, who was there? Was Rob Rollison there? Yep, Rob Rollison was there, Anil Beepin. Quite a few people came, and I had never been to one, and it was really just nice to see these young kids, these Boy Scouts, just getting right in there and tossing them into the fire pit, and it was really good.
Fishkill Rural Cemetery had opened up that plot and, basically donated the space. They did the work. I believe Rombut came with their big pumper truck.
Yep.
And when everything was said and done, they dumped, I think, 600 gallons into that hole because everything was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was it was a little windy that day.
It was windy, and it was not only the flags from over here, but at the cemetery, they always put flags.
Oh, yeah.
So when they put the new ones in before Memorial Day, all of those came out. Those had wooden sticks on them, and when they went into the fire, that was like a big.
That was
But it was very respectful. People, respected the whole. From the time they said we're now going to do the ceremony with the burning of the flag, everybody it was really, really nice. And they, and this all started with, well, what are we going to do? Let's get a box. Let's put, the flags in a box. Okay, now you got to figure out what to do with the flag. All right, you're good.
The goal to this is, the goal to this for the Rotaries, the next step is going to the VA hospital and hand each veteran a flag, star. And from there, the next thing is to go to the fireman home and hand them the home there, because it's a lot of them.
I would love for you to attend our Veterans Day celebration and bring some of the stars for our local veterans.
I will.
That'd be wonderful.
I will.
No, I think this is wonderful. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful
Um,
project.
I thank you for the opportunity to be here, and we think of those that they're not here to be with us, but at least if we have this, just gotta remember one thing, just because it's a star, it's still the American flag,
And it's a beautiful gift.
you know, and
So,
I thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Eddie.
Eddie.
Simple, but it carries a lot of.
Very powerful. Thank you so much.
Put it on the back, it all makes.
I give the first responder a badge so they could give them to the members.
That's very nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. Okay, next item on the agenda is to approve fireworks for Sarah Taylor Park, August 26th.
We're gonna do it at sunset, so around 7:30, at the library and the village. It's the end of the library's summer reading program. The kickoff is gonna be this Tuesday, the 30th, from 4 to 7 at Sarah Taylor Park, and then we're gonna end it with fireworks hopefully every year. I hope to make this something sustainable and bring fireworks to the village, because something people tell me they want all the time, so. We're just in the middle of coordinating it and everything. I just want to make sure I get approval from you guys first before I plan it 100%.
So this is a Wednesday.
It is, that way it's not against the fair. The fair goes around that time, and then it's Labor Day. So that's why I do it in the middle of the week.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's gonna be like a fair and then fireworks?
No, this is just fireworks.
Just fireworks.
Yeah, and we'll have maybe we'll have some handouts and stuff like that, because we're gonna kind of coordinate with the 250th, because we got bullet aid for it. So we're
Okay.
gonna have a little, maybe AJ can speak or something, but nothing too crazy on that end. Mostly just sit and watch fireworks.
Okay. Sounds good. So the fireworks, the permit will be obtained through our building department here in the village. Do we need to pass a resolution for that? I don't think so.
No, you don't.
Just to make the board aware.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, any concerns?
No, you're okay with it, Glenn?
Yeah, we already got the officers signing up.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so that'll be a nice way to end summer.
Yeah.
Won't be totally over.
You
but-
guys are on board clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
we actually have East Fishkill Fire District coming with their drone that night to check for hotspots instead of us doing it with flashlights.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So they're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna have to issue something on our Facebook, if the village can share, that no other drones are in the area at the time that takes flight.
Okay. Okay, so that will come down the line, but
Yeah.
we'll, okay, good idea. Okay, drones now.
Do you want to put together something for that time for us to post? Any
Yeah.
verbiage that we can
Yeah.
post? Okay, great.
Yeah, it has heat-seeking cameras on it,
Wow,
so they'll be able to, in 3 minutes, clear that whole park and we'll be out of there.
that's wonderful.
Technology.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the first item on the agenda. Glenn, will you assist us with that?
In our, in our continuing efforts to bring the most qualified and best individuals forward for police officer positions, I am recommending the appointment of Aram Merjan. He retired in 2025 as an investigator and law enforcement coordinator with the Dutchess County District Attorney's Office out of the Child Advocacy Center. And prior to that, he had a long and distinguished career as an investigator with the New York State Police, based out of White Plains, and prior to that as a trooper in Troop K out of the Peekskill Barracks. What Aram brings is many years of law enforcement experience, a fantastic demeanor, and as an investigator and an interviewer, and he's a very accomplished interviewer, so he knows how to speak to people. And that's one of the things we look for in the villages. We want officers that can interact with the public and, show them what the village is all about. He has obviously, he has an interest in walking the beat, and that's one of our key core things here within the agency. He came highly recommended by his peers, not only in the state police, but other area law enforcement agencies. He's a local resident residing in Hopewell, and he has taken on, since he left the CAC, he was a school safety officer in the Myers Corners School of the Wapner Central School District, so he's just finishing up his last week. So I would hope that you accept my recommendation and appoint Aram as a member of the Village of Fishkill Police Department.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any questions? Anyone? Okay, well, I will entertain a motion to appoint Aram Mergen as a Village of Fishkill police officer.
So moved.
Second.
And any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Welcome.
Trustee Machado. Trustee Tricia Rice.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Mayor Kathy Martin.
Hi. Welcome.
Deputy Mayor Nick Colano.
It's Aram. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
The clerk normally would be here to swear you in and have you sign the book, but obviously she's not, so you and I will have to coordinate and have you come here during the day one day, once school's out. Hopefully we'll have him on the street in the next couple of weeks.
Wow, okay. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you, and thank you all for coming. Thank you. Okay, I think that is, and yes.
One quick thing. Tommy Mash called today, and he wanted to thank, I don't know if it was a company or gentleman, to redid the rifle.
Yes.
Monument. He said it came out fantastic, and he wants that guy praised.
I have to think of,
He did not
yes.
say who it was. But I
He-
know he's watching, and if I didn't bring it up,
Yes, no, thank you so much for reminding us. Actually, the same gentleman did all of our placards on our monuments free of charge, and he's done a wonderful job at restoring them for us and everything, so thank you so much. And I did notice when they took it down and put it back, it does look really wonderful. So thank you so much for getting that done for us. And thank you so much for the donation of your time, because we appreciate it. And now we are going to go into executive session to discuss.
To confirm with council.
Okay. Okay, so we'll make a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so at 7:18, I'll enter a motion to reopen the board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, are there any more items to discuss? No? All right, hearing none, our next meeting is July 20th. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
You.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.